community that never get noticed. You know, there's many people have helped me with my kids, you know, and I had to reach out to, sometimes your kids don't want to listen to you, but they'll listen to your friends. So I have my friends to take care of my kids sometimes. But you know, man, it's an honor to me to be honoring y'all because I have seen all the work y'all have been doing in this community for years and never got no recognition. We got Kim right here. Kim take care of homeless. I don't care if you're a senior citizen. I don't care if you're a little baby or whatever. Kim will bust her heart trying to help them people. Every Christmas, Kim deliver Christmas toys to I don't know how many families. This is every year for the last 38 years. I don't even know a year she took off. I tried to take off. And she like, Henry? You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's just an honor to be honoring Kim. You know, we got Misty right here. Misty been a dog catcher. Misty is my buddy. Me and Misty met way back in the 70s. Misty's husband was Mark Hollins. That was like my brother. You know what I'm saying? That was just like my brother from another mother. Here today, he's still like my brother from another mother. But Misty also was a young lady that when the dog catchers needed help, it didn't matter. Misty was there. You know, hey, what you want to do? Hey, what you want? Mister, I'm tired. What you want to do? Hey, whatever you want to do, I got you. And that's been my backbone for the last 30-some years. You know, she's showing up. Do you guys know my daughter, Kaya? Kaya is my baby daughter. You know, I got 2 more big ones. And but my baby daughter been with me. She been a dog catcher. She been playing sports. She mentored. Now, this is a cold part. I took my family and we raised the neighborhood. My daughter's taking her family and raising the neighborhood. You know, so the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. You know what I'm saying? This year, well, last year, the kids didn't even have a graduation because of the coronavirus. My daughter and her friends got out there and said, let's adopt a senior. You know, it went so good to Channel 5, county commissioners, and everybody else wanted to steal a program. But that's okay, because that means more help for the people. That's the key. We don't hate. We just congratulate and hope y'all join and make it bigger. That's all we do. Like you see this today, it's gonna get bigger. And we ain't gonna do this not one time. We're gonna continue. And we ain't gonna be here speaking all the time, because you guys got the mic too. You guys can speak. We got Miss Green here. Man, Miss Green is awesome. You just don't know how many people Miss Green just sent to college. They got a job, police department, fire department, real estate, whatever. And you see her the other day, she was out there with boxes of groceries. Boxes of groceries, just giving it out to the people. You know, that's just the little things that these people I'm talking about do. The little things, you know. We got Miss Penny Jackson over here. Me and Penny Jackson went to school. Howard Park, well, she went to Dallas. She traded on us when she went to Dallas. But we still in the same neighborhood. And one thing about Penny, see, a lot of families have problems. And the daddy go to jail, the mom might go to jail, you know, driving black, you know, that's gonna happen. Okay? But you're gonna need somebody to help you, to talk to when you need a counselor. And Penny been that counselor for this whole community, for the whole downtown, for the whole North Las Vegas, for Summerlin, for Green Valley for so many years, it ain't even funny. Ain't never been awarded. Come on. Something wrong. Something wrong. Imagine how many families, kids that went to penitentiary, and the daddies was left out, the kids was left out here with no help. They had to get some kind of service. And that's the kind of service Penny did. Penny also feeds plenty of people. The other day, I seen them with boxes of groceries standing out in front of her building to feed the people. You know, that's awesome. And they won't no award for it. That's what they got in the heart. Matter of fact, that's what everybody we're awarded got. It's in their heart. You know, we got Miss Rose Gaston. Miss Rose ain't no joke, y'all. Pastor. Pastor. Miss Rose can sing that roof off if you want it off. I'm telling you, the Gaston family, you probably heard of them, they all make gospel music. Good gospel music. Rose, I've been to plenty funerals. Rose will volunteer her time to sing at these people's funerals all day long. If you got $1 or something, give it to her. If you don't got $1 or something, don't worry about it. Because this lady will do it, and she performed. She's not only a pastor, she also helped out in this community big time.
Can you grab this from me?
Big time. You know, we are honoring a bunch of people who have meant a whole lot to us. And I like to say, I'm going to bring Katie up, because I did my half, and she's going to do her half. You know what I'm saying? But listen to me, to everybody. We all appreciate every last one of y'all out here. And I hope that we can continue, each one teach one. Right now, we're in the world of trouble. It might look like it's gravy out there, but it ain't gravy out there. We're in the world of trouble. So now, like our mamas and daddies did to us a long time ago, we got to start coming together as a community, not individual, as a community, or we're going to be wiped out. This been that same for what? I've been here since 1960. I used to live right there where the buildings at. See that little white building right there? I used to live there with apartments just like the gold was right behind it. 7 of us. Little baby. Came from 4 miles. You know what 4 miles in Henderson at? That's where we all came from. Then we moved up back this way. You know, I'm a Vegas kid, 100%. Love it. Love my people. Love all people. We must start coming together. But I'm going to turn this mic over, and I'm going to let Miss Katie do her thing.
How much time do you have?
You got time.
Thank you so much, Henry. You know, I've watched Henry Thorne, and I didn't really know him that well, but a lot of people talking about him, they said, don't get on his bad side, because he'll be a thorn in your side. So I don't ever want to be on Henry's bad side, because I see how he puts people to work. And so if I'm his friend, I can imagine how he works his enemies. Because he worked us this week. He came over here, I don't even think it was 10 days ago. Katie, we need to do something for the women in our community. He go, we can do it, just do it. Let me give you the list of people. You get 5, I get 5. Okay, I got 5 women I know who stand up kind of women. The first one I thought of was Miss Helen Tolan. Mother Tolan. I'm talking about you. You can hear. She said she ain't getting nothing. I probably don't have to tell you much about Mother Tolan because she just had a school named after her. Yeah. That lets you know she was in education. As a matter of fact, she was the first black female school superintendent. All right? So we got an icon in the house, Henry. She's been honored over and over and over again, and I'm going to call her name every time because she educates me. She sits me down and she tells me what I ought to be doing. Actually, she called me a spook that stepped out the door a couple of days ago. I was offended.
Okay.
I'm still on the board of directors of a prestigious medical school. She said, what you doing for our people? Sitting on the board of that medical school. Are they going to open up a clinic in our neighborhood and you're going to get a scholarship for the black girl? I said, yes, ma'am. I told them, I'm bringing the president over here to meet you next week. So the president of Wansfield University is going to be meeting with Helen Tolan next week so she can tell him what to do.
Yeah, but I was going to say
Right, Miss Helen? Well, I was telling her how I was a spook to step out the door. And I ain't spooky no more because I'm taking your instruction. And then there was one lady, I have to admit, that was on both my list and Henry's list. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention my therapist, Miss Penny Jackson. And you don't have to wait till you go to prison to get therapy. You don't have to wait until something's wrong. It's best to get your therapy before it happens. And I didn't realize the benefits of therapy, but now I'm an advocate for mental health. And everybody make an appointment with a therapist, with a psychiatrist. America is sick. We all need mental health. And it's covered on your insurance now. So why not? And you know, some mental health comes with massages and stuff, so get on in there and get you some. Okay, so that was 2 women on my list, and Henry kind of took over my list, because he kept finding more women that I didn't know. He said, we got to do this lady, we got to do this lady. So he took up all my people. So that's how come all the Henry's friends are up here. Okay, all the Henry's friends are up here, but the other lady that came, and I've known her for years. I've watched her from always she was up on stage, running somebody around on stage. I knew her son. He was real cute, but he got away. His name was Yuri. He was one like the chief counsel at the MGM Hotel, and then he's got a brother running around here taking pictures, Joseph Sales. So I want to bring your attention to Miss Marietta Clinton Sales over here. She's another lady that deserves to be there. She's in drama, theater. I want you all to look through the house. There is a picture of every one of our honorees inside with their bios. So please take time and go through and look at their beautiful pictures and read their bios, and you can see the kind of people that are in your community that are doing awesome work, and you just may not know them. So please help me welcome the women making a difference in our community today.
You know what? I'm sitting here talking, and I'm just handing out flowers, and I'm walking and talking and running my mouth, and somebody said, "Hi, Henry." Oh, that's the judge. We got a new judge in Las Vegas, everybody. The first time we ever had a black judge in North Las Vegas. And I'm born in 1960. Woo! But anyway, Miss Belinda Harris. Miss Belinda Harris. Come on over here, Miss Belinda Harris. Okay, this is our new judge right here out of North Las Vegas. This is Miss Harris.
I'm your newly elected judge in North Las Vegas. Born and raised in North Las Vegas. I am here in my community. Always have been, always will be. Good to see everybody. I do have to run. Like I said, I literally have a docket starting at 1 o'clock. But I wanted to come and say hi and be appreciative and thank you.
And know we have some dozen red roses for you. Can I borrow your flowers? You got some more coming. And you got a gift coming, and you have a certificate coming. And I'm not supposed to be the one handing these out, but since you're running, I'm gonna break protocol. Okay. What's your favorite color? Pink, blue, or red?
I like.
Come on now, you're in a hurry. This basket is courtesy of the Family Education and Empowerment Foundation. This organization sponsored our lovely lunch today. We want to thank them again.
Thank you.
And they're going to be holding classes here at the Harrison House. Character education, anti-bullying, all those kind of classes.
Yes.
And we got the new People's Black Panther Party here where you guys hold, they're going to be having gun safety classes. Okay. So we're going to have a lot of reasons for young people and whatever to come to Harrison House, because we're going to have a computer lab courtesy of the Anthem Medicaid. So you'll be able to come here, get on the internet, and learn how to work your cell phone, and learn how to work your computer. I just wanted you to know that before you ran off. And thank you so much for gracing us with your presence today. And
all right.
We love you. So if I have to go to court, I'm going to request you. Can I have Judge Harris, please?
Courtroom 3.
Judge Harris? Judge Harris, you get a flower or two, and we need a picture. You can't. You gotta get a picture. Where's Joseph? We got photographers. Gotta get you. So you the judge. You can make them wait. Slam your gavel down. Tell them wait. Better be glad I'm not a judge. Of all the, it was so hard to just pick out 10 women because there's so many fabulous women. I mean, look at you all. Give yourself a hand. Come on. I mean, I'm just so honored to have you here at Harrison House today. And my job is to tell you a little bit about Harrison House. I don't know how much time I have, but until Henry gets back. So Harrison House was created or established in 1942 or 1933, depending on whose history you're reading. But we know that at least by 1942, it was at this location. The reason why this house is famous is because of the people who stayed here, more so because of why they stayed here. So this is the home where famous entertainers, and I keep mentioning Sammy Davis Jr., Nat King Cole, Pearl Bailey, stayed here because they weren't welcome to stay on the Las Vegas Strip. Because the America was segregated. The black people, the white people, and the Indians, and the Chinese, everybody had their own neighborhoods, and we weren't permitted to travel from one neighborhood to the next. So that's kind of, it's the after effects of slavery. We'll get into that when we come back and have more time about why America is the way it is racially. So this is what Harrison House stands for in the past, but in the future, it's an educational facility. Come here and you can learn how to go green. So you come in black, you come in white, you come in yellow, but you're gonna leave here green, okay? Because we're gonna teach you how to have a zero power bill, how to handle your water, your waste, your technology, your communications, and we're gonna get into some transportation initiatives. So come here. We are destined to become the model home for the new historic West Side, okay? So I thank you all for coming today, and I'm gonna give you back to Henry.
Right out here today, we're gonna have some entertainment. We got a youngster out here. He's trying to get to Hollywood, Atlanta, or whatever. So we're gonna let him perform, and maybe if you guys know somebody, they might give him a shot, okay? Mr. Vegas, it's on you, brother.
Ladies, give yourself a round of applause. And please. Red Vegas. Life at a church shouldn't be so rough. Everybody say, hey. Life at a church shouldn't be so rough. Louder. Life at a church shouldn't be so rough. Life at a church shouldn't be so rough. Out here, baby, speaking on my mind. My hot bronze is better than yours. You can't tell me what to do. I'm like the king of the court. I'm the king of the rap. What's up? Welcome to my world, haters.
You want to talk from Mother's Hope, you can have the mic anytime you want. You know I always mind you.
There you go.
She's coming all the way around. So anytime they tell you that it's like Tarzan and everybody's running around the full it's all right. I just want you to see it.
This is the new school? Oh, the real school. Right.
Look how big it is. Look at all those faces with me. I've been to Tanzania twice, Dar es Salaam, and as Mother was saying, it's just like being here. And the one thing that I did learn was the connection with community and family is very strong, as well as their faith and their belief. They're willing to walk hundreds of miles if necessary to make things happen in the community and to make things happen for their family, and their trust in God is very, very true and committed. So I really learned that, and it helped me to appreciate what I have and what I've experienced. Is there anyone else here who can say a word? Katie?
Let me go grab
No, that's all right.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Erica Smith. I was in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria in December for 2 weeks. I enjoyed and I immersed myself in the tradition, and it was just really a wonderful experience. It was my first time in Africa. I am looking forward to going back to Nigeria as well as visiting areas like Ghana and Senegal, and I think it's very important that we be connected with our ancestors, that we connect to the traditions that hold true in the African community. So I think that those are things that we should be looking at. We should all be booking a trip to Africa.
Thank you so much. That's all. But do go over and visit your African cousins. And come over to my house and look in the yard and see some of the statues that they have made. Thank you.
Well, look, all I'm gonna do is say this. We got a performer came from all around the world. He said he can get down and throw down, and we finna test him right now. So, the floor is yours.
And I thought it'd be proper to these 3 songs that I've selected for today. I hope you will enjoy. Okay. We have to start out with a hymn. And proper, you put your hands together if you feel like it. I could use a little help. All right. We're gonna go take it back to the church, which everybody comes from. I haven't been born in the baptismal pool. I really will. Amazing grace has to be the smile that saves the red like me. Yeah. I want the Lord, but now I found the blind, but now I see. Sing the second verse for me. For great and on my soul you feel and be on the bass with me. Come on, y'all. Here we go. I can't hear you.
Amazing grace.
Oh, make us feel it now.
How sweet it is.
They say, glory. Sing it, y'all. Once before, but now I'm found. But now I see.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, all right.
We'd like to do a little jazz for you. I'm gonna do this song because this is one of Catherine's favorite songs. That fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what springtime is on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. Oh, in other words, darling, kiss me, fill my heart with song, and I'll sing forevermore. You're the one I long for, I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, baby, I love you. Song, and I sing forevermore. You're the one I long for, I wish I had adore. Oh, we know the word. Please be true, baby. Hey, you know the word, baby. I'm singing from my heart. Baby, I love you.
All right. What's up, brother? All right, how you doing? All right. That's pretty good, brother.
This is
That's pretty good.
this song here is this is our theme song. Y'all know this song. This is that black hope song. Yeah. Everybody get charged up, get hyped. So we gonna let it roll. Come on, put your hands together. Well, she didn't get a thing down. Well, yeah. There's been so many things that held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we got a long way to go. Ask me when we'll end up, I don't know. But we can let nothing hold us back. We're gonna get ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our rag. Well, I've been held down before. I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Why? Don't you let nothing send you your way. I want you to listen to my way. Hear everything I say. And if you're trying to make it, they gon' let push you aside. And if you don't have nowhere to go, ask them where them going and they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put ourselves together, polish up our right. Well, if you ever go down with well, we're gonna move. Oh, we gotta get ourselves together. Yes, we do. Yeah. Oh, my Lord, we're on the groove. Yesterday was yesterday. You gotta look forward to tomorrow. Yes, you do. I know. Everybody say it. Ain't no stopping now. Thank you very much. Hit it! Oh, that's it. My name is T-Love. I look forward to seeing all of you around town back here again. And somewhere, till next time I see you, I'm T-Love. Peace, love, and soul. Thank you.
Hey, that was a great job. Everybody, just get everybody standing ovation. Okay. All right, everybody stand up for one quick second. Now, everybody give everybody a standing ovation. Listen to this shit.
Well, good afternoon. I would like to introduce you to an amazing lady whom I have known for quite a few years now. And she is so amazing because she has so much history and so much past. She has 8 children, and none of them look like her. Great. But aside from that, Ms. Sarah Hirano is the local chairwoman, the Nevada chairwoman of the Women's Federation for World Peace. Need I say more?
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you so much. It's really an honor and a really great privilege to be at the Heritage House or the Harrison House. And we'd really like to offer our heart and our support all the time for Harrison House and for the historic West Side. And I am from the Women's Federation for World Peace, and this is an NGO at the United Nations on the General Council for Social and Economic Development. So our founder is Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon and her late husband, Dr. Sun Myung Moon. This is a memoir that I'll be reading from in just a moment about her time in Africa. But I'd like to start out with our vision. What is Women's Federation all about? And this is a quote from Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon. She says, "History is calling for reconciliation, compassion, love, service, and sacrifice. Today's problems cannot be solved by the logic of power. Our present problems can only be solved by the logic of love." So with a mother's heart, we are really reaching out throughout the whole world. In 1992, Women's Federation was founded in Seoul, Korea. I was actually there, and I was helping with 70 delegates from women delegates from 70 countries who were very high level in the consulates and parliamentarians, and they came to Seoul, Korea to establish this Women's Federation for World Peace. So they personified our mission, which is women working together to establish a culture of heart, in the family, community, nation, and world in order to achieve genuine and sustainable peace under God. So it doesn't matter which God you're talking about, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, whoever is your connection to the Almighty, to the Creator, then that is where we want to start as one family of humanity. So we have areas of impact which are human rights and women's dignity, marriage and the family, because we strongly believe that families are really the cornerstone of a stable society and a stable economy. We have a Bridge of Peace ceremony, which I will talk about in a moment. That's a very powerful signature program that we have. And spirituality, healing, and service. And this is a lifestyle based on spirit in every culture. There is that internal aspect of the culture that can really bring the loving peace in the family and in the society. And then our last area of impact is leadership of the heart. We really believe that the next generation needs all of our support. They need our attention, they need our love, but they need the confidence and the self-esteem that they can know their dreams are valid, their dreams are real, and they should be able to have every opportunity to chase those dreams, to put in their effort, their love, and their heart, and be able to achieve who they are and what their story can give to the world. So again, here is our biennial report at the United Nations, and it goes through the many countries that we're able to serve in all continents, from Africa to the Caribbean, to South and Central America, to Eastern Europe. And we have to put together this report every 2 years. And this is to track our numbers and our real substantial service on the Sustainable Development Goals. So this is how Women's Federation for World Peace is having an impact worldwide. So I really wanted to just honor this day because this is the remembrance of the victims of this transatlantic slave trade. And as I was leaving the house, I was talking to my husband, who's from Japan, and he was not really understanding the whole situation of how people were kidnapped and were sold into bondage and taken across the ocean. And even in the middle of the ocean, if the food was too low or if the sickness was too high, then they would simply be thrown off the ship. So our founder, Hak Ja Han Moon, she has in her memoirs a very moving passage about a visit to Gorée Island in Senegal. And I don't even know how many African American youths here in the United States really know where things happened and what happened there. But Gorée Island was an island off the coast of Senegal. And I just want to read a few short paragraphs here from her memoir. And this is a picture of Mother Moon. We affectionately call her Mother Moon, here at the Door of No Return in Senegal. And so I just want to read there's a whole chapter, but I just selected 3 paragraphs. The anguished cries of Africans should be heard and their plight embraced. Humankind's long, painful history of exploitation and deprivation of freedom must come to an end. This was my motivation as I traveled thousands of miles to come to Gorée Island and walk in this still sorrowful land of Africa. Having seen the slave cells and the door of no return on the first floor, I did not take the stairs going to the 2nd floor where the slave owners lived. I instead made my way to the courtyard. There, together with Gorée Island Mayor Augustin Senghor and his wife and many local officials, I offered a prayer for the liberation of all Africans who died as victims of slavery. A short walk from there brought us to a small square. Along one of the yellow-painted walls were several small plaques honoring eminent leaders who had visited the island, including Nelson Mandela, Barack Obama, Mother Teresa, and John Paul II. As they unveiled the plaque with my name and read the inscription, Mayor Senghor said, "This doesn't fully embody how grateful and indebted we feel, but it will stand for eons, and as an enduring symbol of the precious heart you have brought here." Many among the crowd expressed their thanks to me for liberating Africa from the weight of 500 years of suffering. It was a heartfelt token of appreciation from the people of Senegal, and I felt the continent. Following the unveiling, the Little Angels moved everyone to tears. The Korean folk ballet children performed a beautiful Senegalese songs that they had learned and rehearsed over many hours. As we made our way to the pier to depart, I told the mayor I wanted to leave behind a gift that would benefit the whole island. When we reached the pier, we could hear the sound of a motorboat approaching. It was a water ambulance I had prepared as a gift to Goree Island for passengers and emergency patient transportation. Christened with the name Victoria, it reflected our common hope that although innumerable lives have been lost over the centuries, that no others will be lost for the lack of a medical boat. So I just wanted to share that our hearts from Women's Federation are really with Africa, really with the children of God throughout the whole world, the whole planet, because as a mother, we can really understand the heart of a heavenly parent. That if God is our creator, then that is the parental heart, that we are the children of God, and Jesus spoke to that through the Gospels. And as children, we have a lot of work to do. It's not an easy task, but Women's Federation, we try to address the really hard issues. And so one of those is actually reconciliation. I know that reconciliation is not necessarily the first step. I think the first step is really being heard. But when we cross the bridge of peace, that's what we talk about. That the beginning of the journey is not reconciliation. The beginning of the journey is to be seen. That you have two people at opposite ends of a bridge. And first of all, those people are willing to see that there is a divide, and that divide can be crossed. So when somebody is standing at one end of the bridge, and the other person is standing at the other, they have to look at each other, and they have to say, "I see you." And then they have to walk towards each other. And by seeing them, we're also implying, "I hear you, I see you, and I need to know your story. I need to know who you are, and you need to know me. I didn't know about you, and what did I know, what didn't I know, and how can I take responsibility maybe for something that I didn't know?" So when they meet in the middle on the bridge, that's where they are able to embrace, and then symbolically, yes, but more than that, we really believe that in a spiritual realm, that from that embrace, from that reconciled, that moment of being reconciled, that there can be those ripples going out. So that substantially, I'm just one person. But I do want to make that kind of impact, and I do want to kind of leave that kind of legacy in my life. So we will be doing a Bridge of Peace later in the year here in Las Vegas. We're still working on all the details, but on June 24th, 26th, there'll be a blessing all across America, all across the world, but it'll be broadcasted from here in Las Vegas. And that blessing is to give people a chance to actually bring it all home in a very literal sense, because we need to reconcile with our spouse sometimes. You know, we can be married for 10, 20, 30 years and still have so many grievances in our heart that are spoken or unspoken. And sometimes we just want to keep the peace. Sometimes we don't want to rock the boat, upset the apple cart, all those things, and we just kind of hold it inside. But we really, through the blessing, we want to reach a new level. We really want to rededicate our marriages and build a stronger community through stronger families. And if I don't understand who I am as a daughter of God, and if I don't respect my husband as the son of God, then I can't really make that bond of unity of masculine and feminine, that coming together. two ends of the universe coming together through me, the feminine side, and through him, the masculine side. So the Bridge of Peace is a very real expression of that, of reconciliation, and the marriage blessing is a real representation of building that bond, that unique, everlasting, eternal bond between the husband and wife, and that strength can really produce a very strong family, and those children don't need to go through this kind of suffering that we see in Goree Island. There are many, many other stories in Mother Moon's memoir, and then these millennial goals that we are working on, the Sustainable Development Goals, we actually have a chance of actually doing these things. So I really reach out to you that you can be part of Women's Federation for World Peace, and you can go on the website, which is wfwp.us, and you can click on a state, and if something doesn't open, then you'll have to click on a nearby state, because unfortunately we only have 35 chapters in the 50 states, so you'll know if you have a chapter in your state or nearby. So we really invite you to be part of Women's Federation, and let us support what you do. Let us be the megaphone for what you're involved with and how you reach out to the community. So thank you very much for listening, and love being here. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you so much. Do you have time for some questions?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Any questions?
Anybody
Anybody?
any questions?
Here's a gift. If you'd like to take a bookmark, there's a love, or there's a unite, or there's a forgive. Which one would you like? Love. Love. And there's a beautiful poem called The Crown of Glory on the back. That is.
I wanted Henry Thorne to read that. His name's Henry Thorne.
Oh.
And I made the comment that don't get on Henry's bad side, because he really is a crown of thorns. And I wanted him to read this today, and I couldn't find my copy of it. I had it, and then we cleaned the house, so let me have a few of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can
And we can turn him into a crown of glory.
I can give these out to people. There's these
Oh,
at the
great,
house.
thank
Yeah.
you, thank you.
So I have one question for you.
Oh, okay.
If
Here, Leslie, we're gonna take a question. Stanley? I want Women's Federation to be part of that too.
Well, no, yeah,
in
this
Brazil.
stimulation. After I got, yes, this right here, what you just basically said right now, she just read this right here.
Yeah.
She needs to tell you, this is exactly, you know what she said? Oh, get this to Zachary, get the Jenkins, we're all gonna come together.
Yeah, definitely.
Zuma,
I was
Zuma
standing-
and Michelle Obama are extremely close.
And then what we need to
the
do,
only
as a
piece in that is
condition,
the Zuma
we need to have him read a little bit of Reverend Moon's autobiography, so he'll know who he's dealing with.
Yeah. Oh, you'll love it. You will love it.
I'll
It's a
get
great
more in the details,
story.
no, like I'm not.
No, you've seen it from
you'll
the outskirts, but
how
you need to
Kindred
know
One
him.
it is. You'll know what it
You'll need to know him, and then you know
Well,
exactly, because he spells out exactly what to do in the book. So I mean, he, like what you just thought of,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
spelled it out, who to contact, how it needs to be organized, what city it needs to be held in first, it's all written.
Yeah. That's okay.
He's already planned it.
This has been on the table since 2013 when Zuma came to LA.
Well, I mean the whole world peace, is that what you're doing, like a world peace cup?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, he's-
yeah. So this first paragraph, well, what is that first paragraph? This is direct response to what? Her Agenda 2063, her plan. So this right here is a direct response to the plan that Zuma brought forth for unification, 50-year plan. So after I had then, I went on and prepared the response. So she came to LA and spoke to everybody and took questions and whatnot. I was the only one there with a written prepared to go ahead and respond to what she was talking about. Because what she called out for, the plan called for is first unification.
Wow.
Over there, getting Africa together over there, they have their issues, and then we have our issues over here in America. So the plan was for us to get our issues together and then come together.
Right.
There you go.
That's what she
Right.
states. So now this is
You will find a great platform.
Right.
You'll have an
It's together,
amazing
so
platform.
I think
Because that's what Reverend Moon
I
teaches.
don't know anything
Okay.
about soccer, and the fact that the world loves it. It's the
So
number
that's
one
what
sport.
Reverend Moon
And that's
teaches
good
about
together.
Africa. He says the Africans have to reconcile with Joseph.
Okay.
You know the story about Joseph in the Bible?
Well, I'll be
Where his
refreshed.
brothers sold him into slavery,
Okay.
and then he went to another place where he was a slave, and then he came up, his brothers had it. Anyway, it's a long story,
Okay.
but we're the Joseph in the story.
Okay.
The Americans that were sold by our brothers
Sold by
into
our
slavery.
brothers, okay.
So they
Gotcha.
need to come back and ask for forgiveness and get atonement, and they have to reconcile their inappropriate activity. And then we, because we're still hating on them,
Right.
we
Right.
have to recognize that we're actually hating on these people because we inherited the hatred, and we have to learn to forgive them for what they did. And once we do that, then we can start dealing with white people and Asian people. But we got to get ourselves together as blacks first. And before we can even engage with Africans, we need to get ourselves together as black people.
Right, that's what,
So-
that's what she says.
that's
There's 6 regions, the 5 regions of Africa, and then the 6 regions diaspora, everybody else in the world.
Right.
And so that, them 5 regions gotta get together.
So you've been
and
reading
the 6
Reverend Moon's
regions
book on
get
the
together.
slide at night.
Well, I'm Zuma. Okay,
Oh, so
this is-
Zuma's been listening to Reverend Moon.
Yeah, I
Somebody's
guess so.
listening to Reverend Moon. Haley's listening to Reverend Moon. Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah, I mean, I believe
Pele,
that.
it's Pele, yeah.
It comes all the way down. So anyway,
Okay, just gonna take a picture.
Well, I
Oh,
was going to ask a question.
Yeah, please.
For someone who may be viewing this video, I'll edit this part. But I want to say that if they did do that search and they didn't find their state had your program, how could they bring your program to their state?
Oh, that would be easily done. We would just reach out to our national office, and then absolutely we can bring somebody there, or we can partner with whoever would like to bring the program there. It's absolutely doable. We did a 50-state tour back in the 90s, and more than 40,000 women crossed the bridge at the 50th anniversary of World War II. And so that was the Bridge of Peace tour. And I know some of the women who loaded that bridge in a U-Haul trailer every single day. And they put it up in another city. And so they did a 50-state tour with the Bridge of Peace. So yes, and we have a lot of structuring going on now where we can really have that as a full package, that whole celebration.
And could you give your website once again?
Yes, wfwp.us. I should make a little sign. It's easier when you see it on in black and white. But yeah, wfwp.us. That will take us to the website. You can always click on Nevada, and you'll see me in Las Vegas, and my contact info is there. Yeah, so please feel free to reach out.
I am Belinda T. Harris, your newly elected judge in North Las Vegas Justice Court, Department Number 3. Such an honor to be recognized today at the Harrison House. I'm looking forward to working with the community and building this area up more so than it already is. So appreciative, so appreciative, and so thankful. Thank you and have a great day.
Me about the influence that this is having on the community, and we applaud her.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your service too. 1 second, we're recording right here. Just get 2 minutes and go ahead.
My name is Misty Chadwick, and I am very grateful to be part of this program here today and to learn about the Harrison House. If you don't know about our history in the west side of Las Vegas, please visit the Harrison House and learn a little bit more like I did today. I'll be back. Thank you very much.
thank you. Thank you to the Harris Home, Miss Duncan and staff, and to all the other audience. God bless you all. And all you put your hands to do, amen.
Hi, I'm Pastor Rose Gaston, and I'm so excited to be honored on today. I want to thank everybody that had anything to do with this great occasion. And again, I want to also just celebrate all of those that were honored as well. And I'm just so privileged to be standing on a historical site today. And I just thank God for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
What's up, it's your boy. That's why you said it's Summer Davis Jr. Nat King Cole. Best day here, and it's a great experience. Shout out to my mom, shout out to everybody who was here. All the black-owned businesses that was here too. So I love y'all, and thank y'all for having me here, and thank you for this interview. I love y'all.
Today is a historic day. I'm very honored to accept this award on behalf of Harrison House. And also today is a day for United Nations. March 23rd, we marked international slavery for over 400 years. So all the recipients here today has done a phenomenal job and continue to do in the community that I'm born and raised in. I love this city, and this city loves me back. And I continue to give as a way to pay it forward to all the people that have paved the way for myself. I'm here today because someone planted a tree for me a while back. I'm able to be here to stand in the shade. I'd like to pay it back for my community.
My other son, thank you.
You gotta give us more than that. Okay.
Harrison House. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Penny Jackson. Grateful to be a part of Women Making a Difference in the Community 2021, part of the first initial group of members. Looking forward to see the wonderful group of ladies to be a part of this. As you know, homeless
You haven't taken off? Okay, let me just.
Okay, hello everyone. My name's Leslie Rickney. I'm with the Universal Peace Federation, and I'm very honored to be here at Harrison House to honor these 10 women who have been exceptional in the community. And we would like to, in time, appoint them all ambassadors for peace, because we know that they are doing great things in the community, and we need the power of women in our community as well as the power of men. So we're very happy to be here, and we're so proud of Catherine and all she is doing for Harrison House and for her community. We want to see this community be a beautiful example of love and care in our town of Las Vegas. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
I want to congratulate everybody here that got honored. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to witness this. And I just want to say, keep it pushing, keep on doing the good work that y'all doing. And it's helping communities one person at a time. And I appreciate that. Love y'all. Congratulations again.
Hey, listen, y'all. We're out here at the Harrison House out here, and listen, this is the historic West Side. Y'all need to come on out and come on. Let's support this community. This is where we live. This is where we stay. We got a lot of urban culture here that no one knows about, and so we're trying to get it out. So come over here. We check out Jefferson Street. We got the Culture House where people used to stay. We got a lot going on the West Side. Come down here. Come on, work with us. Come on, work with us. We're here. Together we can. Let's get this thing together.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Sarah Hirano, and I'm here at the Harrison House. I'm so happy to be part of the commemoration for the women who are making a difference in the community, also for the remembrance of the victims of the transatlantic slave trade, for our precious Mayor Carolyn Goodman, her birthday, and also Women's Federation. We are celebrating Women's History Month. So that's who I'm representing here in Las Vegas. It's Women's Federation for World Peace. We are an NGO for almost 9 years now at the United Nations, and we're on the Social and Economic Council there at the UN. And we're in 180 countries across the world. We have 35 chapters here in the US. We have 11 now schools in Africa, and we have daycares in Nepal, and literacy programs in Jordan, and lots of things going on in Europe and around the world, and especially Japan and Korea. Asia is very, very active with Women's Federation. Most of the support comes from Japan for the schools in Africa. They were developed by Japanese volunteers. And here in America, we do annual fundraisers for the schools of Africa. And I'm looking forward to going to Nigeria very soon because I just adopted 129 families, my husband and I. And so we are hoping to help them in their in everything what they need. That's the wonderful thing about Women's Federation is it's a very grassroots organization. Dr. Sun Myung Moon and Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, in 1992, they sent out over 1,000 volunteers to go to countries around the world and to have a fact-finding mission to see what it is that people were needing. And everybody was assuming that they needed medical facilities. But when the women got there, what they understood was that they actually needed education. They needed education opportunities. So they developed the schools, and 11 of them are still going today. Tens of thousands of kids have graduated from those schools. So we very much want to support that. And also education here in the good old USA. We have a lot of things in our own backyard to take care of. So we do a lot of community outreach. We help with food distribution at the Shade Tree and many other projects here in town. We work with other like-minded organizations. We like to partner with women, and especially in women's leadership, to inspire young girls to chase their dreams and that they can really make a difference by being who they are. They don't have to be somebody else. Everybody has a story, and we just really like to uplift and inspire and empower. I think when women and girls get in there and start realizing they have a voice in the community of leadership, then there's a whole new balance that comes into the community, and that's what we want to see happen. And we also think in that way we can really strengthen the families, because the families are really the building block of the community. So thank you so much for your time, and being here with Catherine Duncan, I'm really always moved to come here to Harrison House. I'm a member of the Ward 5 Chamber of Commerce, and I just love everything that's going on in the community here with recognizing people and all the efforts that people are doing to make things better, to make a difference. Thank you.